This happened when I was in middle school. During summer break, my parents signed me up for a month-long boys' camp deep in the woods. The place looked exactly how you'd imagine an old summer camp: small wooden cabins scattered around a lake, fire pits everywhere, and a beat-up volleyball court sinking into the dirt. The camp sat almost 4 hours from the nearest town. The place was old, worn down, and honestly kind of creepy, but kids still went there every year. After unpacking my bags inside the cabin, a few other kids asked if I wanted to explore the woods before dinner. The camp rules were surprisingly relaxed. We were allowed to wander as long as we could still see the cabins through the trees. While walking through the forest, one of the kids suddenly stopped. Standing several yards away was an older man staring directly at us. He had to be at least 50 years old. His clothes were filthy, his gray beard was tangled, and he looked more like a homeless drifter than someone working at a summer camp. At first, we assumed he was one of the counselors. The man smiled at us. It wasn't a friendly smile. I awkwardly waved anyway, and the man just kept staring. We hurried back to camp and later mentioned him to one of the counselors. The reaction immediately told us something was wrong. Several counselors went searching that section of the woods, but by then the man had disappeared. What made it worse was realizing most of the counselors were teenagers. Hardly any adults worked there, and none of them recognized the man we described. For the next few days, my friends and I stayed close to the cabins. None of us wanted to explore anymore. Then came the fourth night. I woke up suddenly to the sound of our cabin's door handle rattling. Every night around 11, counselors would usually knock on. The rattling instantly stopped. Then a flashlight switched on outside. A beam of light slowly passed across the windows. Someone was trying to look inside. A few of the other kids woke up as the flashlight moved around the cabin. I motioned for them to stay low and keep quiet. The person outside circled the cabin several times, shining the light through every single window. At one point, the beam passed directly over me. I stayed completely frozen. After what felt like forever, the flashlight finally shut off. Silence returned. One of the kids checked his watch. It was 4 a.m. Definitely not a counselor. None of us slept for the rest of the night. The next morning, we immediately told one of the adult staff members what happened. His expression changed instantly. Then he explained something that terrified all of us. Earlier that same night, a kid from another cabin had gone outside to use the bathroom. On his way back, he spotted someone crouched near his cabin door. At first he also assumed it was a counselor, until he realized the person was trying to pick the lock. The boy described the man as having a beard and dirty clothes. The exact same man we'd seen in the woods. The entire camp was canceled that same day. That afternoon, buses arrived and sent everyone home early. Years later, I searched online to see if anything else had ever come from the incident. I eventually found a small local report about it. After the camp shut down, police searched the surrounding forest and discovered a hidden tent not far from the cabins. Inside were food supplies, camping gear, and hundreds of Polaroid photographs. Pictures of the cabins. Pictures of the lake. Pictures of the fire pits. Pictures of the children. Most had clearly been taken from a distance while hidden behind trees. The worst photos were taken at night through cabin windows. Police waited for whoever owned the tent to return. No one ever did. The man was never identified,